Hi everyone, welcome back to Live Darts. We are here in the build-up to the William Hill World Darts Championship, and we've got none other than the 16 times champion of the world, Phil Taylor. Phil, when you were a player, did you get excited around this time, a week till tournament?
I was getting excited or getting ready for the Worlds, mentally wise, probably around August time. That's how I used to do it, so I'll be thinking about the Worlds and I'll be practicing, ready, you know what I mean, getting everything lined up, doing everything perfect, ready for January or December, as it is now.
Alexandra Palace, obviously you went from the Tavern to the Palace.
Yeah.
Is it now one of those iconic sporting venues?
Alexandra Palace? Yeah. I mean, the Circus Tavern's always going to have I think, and Jolly's was one, and then you had Lakeside, and then Circus Tavern, which is probably my three favourites. Alexandra Palace is special, obviously, it's a palace, and it's massive. I'll say my favourite venue, I would have to say, is probably Lakeside.
Can you start with the first time you went to Alexandra Palace, driving up Muswell Hill? There it is, sat on top of the huge hill overlooking London. What was that like? It
was weird. When I first drove up there, I'm thinking, we're not going to get anybody come here. It's too far out the way, and it's a massive venue. But it turned out to be fantastic, obviously. But when you first went there, I did the first promotion there. I did the press and everything there. I'm thinking, nobody's going to come here. This is a great big massive place on the top of a hill, really, in the middle of nowhere type of thing. So it was interesting to see how popular it become.
Can you remember the first time you stepped out to do your walk-on, walked up on that stage? Because it's the biggest stage in the environment, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's massive, trust me. It's probably 10 times bigger than any stage I've ever played on. That's how big it was.
Current darts as well, obviously Michael van Gerwen bidding for a fourth title, but he's not going to have it all his own way this year, is he?
No, not at all. He's got a big problem with Gerwyn Price. He is playing superb. He's full of confidence, he's fit, he's young enough still to perform, and he is playing the best darts. I played him last week in a little head-to-head, and he was brilliant. I mean, the amount of 180s that lad hits. He does have a little bit of a flaw where he'll do fantastic, and then he has a few bad ones or misses out on double, and that's the only flaw in his game, really. Gerwyn. But he's got the game to win the World Championship, and I told him that. I said, you can win the Worlds. Get yourself ready, get your rest in, get your practice in, and make sure you get up there proper.
Do you think the fact he beat Michael at the Grand Slam,
100%.
Because he hadn't beat him until then, do you reckon that was the mental block that he needed to get over?
Yeah, of course it is, but he knows he can do it now. That's the difference. He knows he's got the game. He's going up there full of confidence, and he ain't frightened anybody, which is lovely to see. So I think Michael has got a problem. It'll either be him or Gerwyn, I think.
Is it remarkable for Gerwyn Price as well? He's only been playing professionally for 5 years. How far he's come in such a short space of time?
Yeah, it's early doors. I've seen this many times. I mean, the amount of world champions you've seen who won it once, there's a few. So can he do it? Yeah, he can do it. Does he believe he can do it? I hope so, because it'll be great to watch. You know, that is a final. I'm not really a watcher of darts now, but if he was to get into the final with Michael, I'd watch it. If he doesn't get him in the semis, I'm not sure what the rankings are.
No, they're bottom half and top half.
Top half and bottom half. Yeah. So yeah, but don't write Rob Cross off. Don't write Adrian Lewis off, Porky. You know what I mean? He's playing well at the minute, and he seems to be full of confidence now, and I think he's picking at the right time.
Touching on Adrian Lewis, was that nice to see him return to his old self at the Grand Slam?
I'm glad to see him play well. He doesn't look 100% at the minute, you know what I mean? He looks a bit Beverly Hillbillies, but he needs to sort himself out that way, and I think, if he does, then he can play a lot better, I think.
Nothing that a good shave won't sort out.
A good shave, needs a good haircut, good shave, jet washing.
Again, someone else you've done a lot of exhibitions with recently is Glenn Durrant, bidding to become the only person to hold both forms of the world title at the same time.
Yeah.
Would you write him off?
No, you can't write anybody off, really. I mean, I forgot about Glenn, actually. He's practising behind that curtain there. No, not at all. And he's got 11 days to get ready, which is crazy, really. When you look at Anthony Joshua fighting tomorrow night, he's had like 6 months to get ready. These lads have got 2 weeks to get ready. It's mad. This is how busy the circuit is. This is why I couldn't do it anymore.
We'll come to that in a second, but also we hear you've been practising with Raymond in preparation for his final year.
Yeah.
How is he? And mentally, can he win this, or is it a step too far?
It really does all depend. Practising with him is great. He's been as good as gold, and a big smile on his face. When he turns up to the World Championship, it all depends which barn he turns up. If he feels good, he'll play brilliant. If he doesn't feel so clever, he'll have a miserable face, if you know what I mean, and he won't perform. So it all depends on how Barney turns up, which is every player really.
Peter Wright as well has referenced you a lot in the build up to this. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but he's gone to a little fat bulb start like you throw, and he said he's deliberately throwing
You say it like me.
and he's deliberately throwing every dart like you used to, because he said he used to throw them away. So even though you've now retired, people are still modelling themselves on your game. That just shows what a legacy you've left the sport.
Oh, thank you, and thank you to Peter as well. Again, it depends which Peter's turns up. You know, over the last 12 months, he's been a little bit hit and miss. Still plays well. To beat him, you've got to play well, Peter. So he's going to play well in the Worlds. And I think if he does a first round where he plays superb, then you've got a battle on your hands, because he's probably the if not the best finisher I've ever seen.
I can still see just you're so relaxed about talking about darts. Was this your favourite time of year as a player? Christmas, the World Championship. Was there anything better?
The Worlds is the best tournament in the world, obviously. Was it my favourite? No, because I was inundated with interviews and doing this, that and the other, so I never really got a lot of time to get ready for the Worlds. Now it's my favourite, because I do tomorrow, and then I go Germany tomorrow, and then the day after I'm off for a month then, which is the best month I've ever had in my life, because I don't have breaks like this, you know what I mean? Over the years, I've always been busy during Christmas, and it's the worst time because your family want to enjoy Christmas and you're getting ready for the World. So you're not you're a bit miserable, obviously, because you're psyching yourself up. So now I can just enjoy it now.
Is that one of the best things about being retired? The fact you get to spend this lovely time of year with your family?
Oh, it's lovely. You can't beat it. You can't beat this time of the year. If you can enjoy Christmas, I mean, it's that one special occasion. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah.
Looking ahead to 2020, we see you're doing a big tour with Raymond, the icons of darts. Does this finally squash all the rumours of a comeback? Because you teased the darting world at the Target launch, but with your calendar, a full-time comeback just isn't possible, is it?
And I can't do it. I've got to have a new hip next year. I'm having a new hip. That's my treat for Christmas. In June, I'm going to go in, have the operation done, have a new hip done. It's killing me, so. And I've got arthritis in my hip, and that's 30 years of standing on one leg, really. 6-7 hours at a time. So I've got to get that sorted out. Could I come back? Not with the schedule it is now, but it's impossible to qualify. Because people keep saying, "Why aren't you playing the Worlds?" I said, "But you've got to qualify, and to qualify, you have to go Wigan, you have to go Barnsley, and you have to do all the tournaments besides that, and you're literally away from home 6-7 days a week."
Last one from us. PDC announced the World Series is going to the City Doesn't Sleep, Madison Square Garden, New York, an iconic sporting venue. I can see by your smile that excites you. What does that mean for the sport?
I think it's massive. I think, as you say, it's an iconic venue. It's different. I mean, it's going to be a talking point. What Barry's doing now, I think, with the darts is trying to get everybody to talk about darts. At the minute darts he's just dropped off where people are not talking about it as much. When they go to Madison Square Gardens, everybody's going to talk about it. Barry's clever. Barry's very, very clever.
Phil, it's an absolute pleasure picking your brain before the William Hill World Darts Championship. Thank you very much as always.